to Flight Test. I'm Josh, and this is Bill from Whirlybird Video. And we don't know a lot about helis, do we?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know a lot about helis, and that's why we don't have very many helis on it, but Bill is an amazing pilot, amazing builder of helis, and with helis constantly growing and growing in the hobby, a lot of people don't understand there's some major safety issues and routines you have to do to be safe. And this is, what is this, a 500 size?
It's a 500 size, yeah.
That can do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, they're carbon fiber blades spinning at 2,000 RPM. So
Is that a 6 LIC?
6L 3,000 milliamp.
All right, you got a table saw in the air. But Bill's going to show us some quick steps to do it, and please guys, do this every single time to be safe.
You got your linkage and all that, but really, before every flight with a flybarless system, you got to make sure your flybarless system initializes. The first thing you do is you got to turn your transmitter on. Make sure you have the right model.
Yeah, and a lot of different radio, I know Spectrum does have model select where it won't let you bind without it. But you always want to be on the right one in case some fluke happens, right?
Don't trust it, right?
Yeah, don't trust it.
Always go into hold, so that's my hold switch.
What is hold?
So it pulls your throttle to 0% and holds it. No matter what you do with the stick here,
okay,
it's at 0. And I do that even on my airplanes.
That's a good safety feature.
Yeah. So once you're in hold, your throttle's down, you make sure your idle up is off, you're ready to set your transmitter down and hook up the power. I always like to hold the head, because I can overpower this helicopter. So if it starts to spin, I'm not going to let it.
It's a lot easier to stop it when it hasn't started moving than to stop it when it does. Once it has that inertia, you're done.
So we get the pop, grab the head, and watch for the initialization of the flybarless system. Depending on which flybarless system you have, you've seen the swash go up and down. So this is a V-bar, so that's how the V-bar initializes.
Okay.
Some may move the tail, some may move the swash, and I think maybe the tail even moved and we didn't see it. But once you've done that, you're almost ready to fly. You want to test your tail to make sure that you push it that way, the tail rotor is trying to correct the correct direction.
So it's going to bite into the direction that you're moving.
Yeah, so it's wanting to go that way. So when I pull it this way, it's wanting to push the helicopter back.
Very good. Very good. Now, I did notice something too, is with flybarless or anything, you want it to be steady. You don't want to be shaking it. So if you had a lot of coffee and you're rattling it around, that's not a good thing, right?
So absolutely try to do nothing until you see that initialization.
And this is a very common thing. Even with those tiny toy helicopters, a lot of people, it doesn't fly good. Well, they plug it in while they're holding it sideways and moving around. You always plug it in, get it flat on the surface, let it initialize on a flat level surface.
Yep.
All right, let's recap and see if I learned something today, okay? First, you're going to turn on your transmitter, make sure it's on the right model. Second, you're going to go ahead and flip your throttle hold switch. That way, even if the throttle gets bumped, nothing's going to happen.
Right.
Then as you have your hand on the blades, connect your battery, watch for the initialization of your flybarless system, and also your tail to react. Move it back and forth, make sure it counteracts the yaw. Your pitch is always going to go towards the motion to push it back the other way, right?
Exactly.
Other than that, we're ready to have some fun, aren't we?
We're ready to fly.
Awesome. I want to thank you guys for watching, and also Bill, thank you so much for coming out. He drove all the way from Kentucky.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
My pleasure. Hey, if you want to see more of this amazing guy, whirlybirdvideo.com is where he's at. He has a lot of great content, and he also does airplane stuff too. Also, we have a new newsletter coming out called the Flight Test Insider. Go to flighttest.com/newsletter, and you can sign up for it. Want to go fly?
Yeah, let's go fly.
Let's do it. I'll grab your nose.